Hey, I'm Melanie Kate, and today I am going to share how to make this most adorable, I think they're called Gonk, but they're like the gnomes, you know, Stacey Solomon's gnomes, Norm, but mine's a Father Christmas version. Obviously you can use any colour going, but look how stinking cute he is. I can't wait to make some more, even just to put on the shelf, but like to do with Ava and Nelly even, and just to like, I've got friends in this building, but to knock on their door or leave this on their doorstep, I just think it's so cute. So this is my little Santa gnome Gonk. I'm sure that's what they're called. I'm sorry if they're not, but anyway, he's so cute. He's a no-sew DIY, and I have made him for work competition for my virtual Christmas party. So here we go, you can make your own. I'll show you everything you need and how to make him, but he is adorable and I'm so glad I've made him now. So let's get on with making one. My tutorial to make your very own. So for this you will need a pair of fluffy socks. I am using red ones. I just got these off of Amazon or eBay. I'll try and find them and link them for you. So if you don't want to do arms and legs, you can just use one pair. If not, use one sock. So you should be able to get it all out of one sock if you don't want to have arm and legs. If not, then I would use the second sock, maybe a third one if you need it. I have got more just in case. You'll also need one sports sock, and you'll need a cup or something to put it in and put the sock around so you can fill it up. Oh, we don't want to knock that over. Some rice, not cooked rice, whatever. Elastic bands, a hot glue gun, and then a wooden ball or bead of any kind. Then you are going to need faux fur. So I've just gone for white because I want mine to be very Father Christmassy. You can pick whatever colour you would like, and that is all you need. So to start with, you're going to cut your sock up for its body. So you just want to cut across like where your ankle would be, you know. So that's your toe, and that's the top, and this is going to be the hat. So you just want to cut out the heel part. Can't talk. Okay, so first thing you need to do is move that out the way and bring in your sock and jar. So I've just folded that over the edge of the glass, and this is just to hold your rice in place basically, so an extra layer. So all I'm going to do is hold this with this hand and pour it in. Then I should have said I'm going to use a spoon just to push it down. Continue pouring in the rice and pushing down with the spoon until your sock is pretty full. Okay, then you can take your sock out of the jar and you want to just play around with it, because you don't want it long, you want it like a circular motion. It may be actually. Look, so you can see that's forming into a pudding shape that you could probably fit some more rice in there, but you're just gonna have to be careful to fill it to how you expect. Like, you don't want this overflowing now, but obviously the glass was forming it into that shape more. Okay, so then just mush it down. And then I'm going to just cut across. I'm going to use an elastic and just tie it in place. And then cut off this excess bit at the top because I don't want that. Okay. Then with the foot part of your red sock, you can then put in your rice ball. He's quite fat. And again, just play around with him till he sits right. I think you can see that perfect. And then just use another elastic and put that round. Pew. Okay, so that's his body. So because I want to do legs and arms, I am tempted to do that now. Then turn your glue gun on, because we are going to turn the sock inside out. Inside out, yeah, that is right. You can move like your glass, and you can move his body out the way for the time being because we're just concentrating on his hat. But so this is inside on the outside, so just along the top of his hat, inside of the sock, you just want to glue gum so that it sticks the seam together, basically, like so, and then turn that back the right way. For his arms and his legs, we are going to use another sock, so we've used a pair basically, and you just want to sit him on the side really, so you can, because you want his legs to dangle. So I'm going to just cut across here again. The top half is going to be his arms, which should be perfect, and the bottom will be his feet. So move that bit out of the way. So for his feet, I am just going to cut up the middle of the sock. Which was a guess, but there we go. Turn it in the right sides together, like we just did the top of the hat. Don't glue the side like I just did. And then you're just going to glue along the edge. And then fold. You have to work quick with hot glue, by the way. You should know that. Fold along, stick it. Do the same with the other one. Okay, then turn them in the right way so just unfold here and turn them in the right way. Okay. So first up, we've got to do the arms now, haven't we? So for the arms, we are just going to do the same. Cut up the sides. They're going to be too thick though. You just need to play around with it, like, because you can see here they look too thick as arms. So you're just going to overlap it a little bit. So if that doesn't make sense to you, this is the line across here, so I've got that much extra to make the arms smaller. So you've got 2 arms, 2 legs now. You are going to cut a bit of fur off, obviously, for his hat and his, to go around the cuffs of his arms and legs. So this is what I've just cut, is a triangle, a rectangle even. Deary me, it's been a long day. I've been up since 6:30 and I've not seen 6:30 in a long time. So his beard obviously is going to be quite pretty much all of that. So you just want to kind of cut a beard shape. So for the arms and the legs, you just want to cut a strip. So you just want to cut this into chunks. So this is his arm. So I'm just gluing across the bottom. sticking on the fur. It might need a little bit extra on it. Turn it over. So there is arm 1. Just putting a bit of glue around the top here because the fur is kind of like falling apart. So that's one arm. I'll do the same with the other and do the same with the legs as well, but I would just say that you could probably do a little bit less on the, cut a little bit less on the legs. And moving on to his actual beard, you just want to run like you've just done basically across the top of this. Obviously work fast. Glue gun gets hotter and hotter, obviously, the actual glue, but it also dries quicker. So I've just done the line across the top, and then we are going to just place it on like so. Look, let me just lift you up a little bit. Look how cute. So okay, so that is him. He needs his arms and his legs put on next before you put on the hat. If you do want the hat longer than this, obviously you can stretch it, but this is what he's going to be like. I might even just do a whole sock because I've got the sock there, but he, look at him, you can tell, and with his arms and his legs on. Okay, so I'm going to do arms first. So I'm just going to glue a bit here on the arm. It's all will hide under his hat, so don't worry about that. And then stick on his arm. So cute. For his legs, again, you just want them to be able to hang off the side, so you just need to glue them like that at the bottom. He's going to sit down, so it does not matter really what his bum looks like. So we're going to lay 1 foot at a time. Put a bit of glue in here as well, because obviously you've got that as an opening, so you want that shut. So that's one leg, and then here it's going to kind of have to overbalance a little bit. His other leg, and then he's going to sit like that, but he'll hang, his legs will hang off. Okay, so for his hat, you've obviously stuck the top there and you have pulled it back in the right way. His hat then goes over the elastic band, so it looks a bit like that. You just need to play around with it. So first of all, take his hat off, and you're going to use your glue gun, and if it's like mine, it's now covered in fur for a bit, but we'll pick that off afterwards. And you're just going to run a bit of glue around the top in the circle. To stick the hat on. So I'm just going to put the hat on. Bring your gnome back in. So I've just cut out my white fluff that is going everywhere at the moment. Otherwise you get a better fluff than I have. This is actually my first fluff, which I didn't think was arriving, so, but I need this for my work competition. So okay, so all you need to do is, I would say put the join at the back, but you're going to run this round the whole of his head so it looks like Santa's hat. Let me just pull you up a little bit. so it looks like that. We can tidy him up after anyway. So I'm just gonna use my scissors and just measure again. I want to overlap it a little bit, so this is pretty much the whole length. And then turn you round a minute, Mr. Gnome. So with this, it doesn't matter if it's turned up or not. If you want it down lower, you can. And just literally glue. You probably could use super glue as well, fabric glue, any glue. And then just glue the whole way round. Obviously I have gone overboard on here, but I didn't want it to be too short, so it's better to cut off after. So I'm just going to cut there with this glue. Just make sure that it's stuck to that red. And then I'm just going to stick it there and then just hide any glue that you don't want to be seen. Eerie, look at him. I'm going to do a pom-pom on the top of his head. So I'm just going to get a bit more fur. He's so cute. But we're just going to stick his nose on now because that's what we need to do. So I'm just going to finally glue something that isn't furry. Or faux furry, I should say. And then you just want to stick his nose in place. Oh, look how cute. He is right cute, isn't he? I'll show you him better in a minute. But you're right, you just want to play around with it to get right. So for his bobble on his hat, I have just cut a random square. And all I do is literally gather up the corners and put it together to just check. This is what I just did. It looks like a bit like that. And there's your pom-pom. But now I've put that on my gnome, Santa gnome. So I know that's all right. So now the fun part is gluing this bad boy again. So just do a corner at a time. It's all I'd advise. Scrunch it up. You see the glue is getting on my fingers, so just be careful because one, you don't want to be stuck to the gnome, and two, it's hot obviously, but it does peel off. So let me turn this around and do the same. So you can just see there, like as I'm scrunching it up, because it's still got glue on it, it's staying, but you just want to make sure that you do it right, obviously, because once it's glued, it's glued. So here's his pom-pom. You can play around with it whatever you want, and get Mr. Santa back, and you just want to glue that into place. So I'm just literally I'm moulding him into shape to how he needs to sit. Just play around with his arms just so that you've got all the fur in place where you want it. And the bauble. How stinking cute. Here is my very own finished Gonk, Father Christmas Gonk. I think you can see I fluff up his little beard a bit just with my hands and my fingers, but he's so stinking cute, and you need to go and make one and share it with me on Instagram, because look how cute he is, and he was so easy to make, and I can't wait to make many more. But he is the cutest little Gonk going. So if you want to make your own, obviously you don't need to do it in red and white, you can do whatever you want. Let me know, tag me in any Instagram photos or posts that you put up of it, because how cute. My Instagram is Melanie_Kate official, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Bye.